Throughout history and at the heart of legends, there have been warriors whose legacy remains etched in the memory of humanity. Leaders who defied massive empires, and heroes who entered battles with unmatched bravery. Khalid ibn Al-Walid, known as the Sword of Allah, is considered one of the greatest military leaders in both Islamic and world history. He was renowned for his bravery and ingenuity in battle strategy, leading the Muslim armies to incredible victories, despite being outnumbered by far larger forces, such as in the battles of Mu'tah and Yarmouk, where the enemy outnumbered his troops 10-1. Despite this, Khalid skillfully commanded the battles, achieving victory while minimizing his own casualties. His achievements extended beyond the battlefield, playing a key role in the conquest of the Levant and Iraq, challenging the two greatest empires of the time, the Persians and the Byzantines. Khalid fought over 100 battles throughout his military career and was never defeated, making him a living legend in the history of Islamic conquests. Spartacus. We begin our journey with the warrior who challenged the most powerful empire in the ancient world, Spartacus. He was a slave in chains, forced to fight in the harsh world of Roman gladiator, where he was used as a tool for entertainment. But in 73 BC, Spartacus decided to reject his humiliating fate. He led a great rebellion against Rome, gathering around him thousands of escaped and rebellious slaves. Under his leadership, a group of slaves transformed into an army of warriors, ready to sacrifice their lives for freedom. Spartacus fought epic battles against the trained Roman armies, achieving surprising victories that shook the foundations of the empire. But after several bloody battles, Spartacus and his army faced the hordes of Roman armies led by Marcus Crassus. In 71 BC, the decisive battle took place that led to his downfall, leaving behind an immortal legacy in the pages of history as a symbol of freedom and resistance. Spartacus was not just a warrior, rather, he was an inspiring leader who fought to liberate the oppressed. He proved that free will could challenge the greatest forces on earth, making his name immortal in the memory of mankind. Achilles. One of the greatest heroes in Greek mythology is Achilles. In the Trojan War, he was described as an invincible warrior, a hero who knew no defeat. Born as a Greek hero, he was immersed in the river Styx to become almost immortal, but his heel remained his only weak point. Achilles fought for glory and honor and emerged at the Battle of Troy as a feared hero. He carried an incomparable shield and a sharp sword and led the Greek army in fierce battles against Troy. At his peak, he faced Hector, the Prince of Troy and its greatest warrior. The duel between them became one of the most famous confrontations in history, with Achilles winning and killing Hector, which increased his glory and strength. But Achilles' story does not end here. After his great victory, he suffered a tragic calamity when Paris shot him with an arrow in his heel, his only weak point. This arrow was the end of the hero, and his death became a symbol for heroes who, despite their strength, are not immune to fate. Achilles was not just an ordinary warrior. He was a legend of strength and courage, leaving an immortal legacy in the hearts of those who remember his story. Alexander the Great was a prominent military leader and the founder of one of the largest empires in history. Born in Macedonia in 356 BC, he ascended to the throne after the death of his father, King Philip II, who had laid a strong foundation for the Macedonian monarchy. Alexander led an astonishing military campaign that resulted in the conquest of Persia and Egypt, with his empire extending from Greece to northwestern India. His military genius lay in his innovative strategies and his ability to unify diverse regions under his rule, making him a symbol of military power. Despite dying at the age of 32, his legacy lived on through the Hellenistic civilization, which left its mark on culture, science, and the arts, influencing the world for centuries after his departure. Alexander the Great remains a symbol of leadership and military innovation, and the history of his life is a testament to human ambition and the capacity to achieve the impossible. Hector, Prince of Troy and commander of its army. In the heart of the Trojan War, Hector stood as a symbol of honor and loyalty. A brave warrior, he did not fight for personal glory, but to protect his city and loved ones from the Greek invasion. Unlike heroes who sought fame, Hector was willing to sacrifice everything for his homeland and family. At the height of the war, Hector faced the legendary Greek warrior Achilles in one of the most famous duels in history. Though he knew his chances were slim, Hector faced his fate with rare courage, ultimately being killed by Achilles at the end of the battle. Hector's death was a devastating blow to Troy, but he remained a symbol of bravery and loyalty until the very end. He was not just a warrior, but a courageous leader who embodied sacrifice for what he believed in, making him one of the greatest heroes of history and legend.